Welcome to the new channel update. I'm calling it Camp Xbox. I'm going to go over everything Xbox from the original to the Series X right here on the channel. Now, all my other content isn't going away. You can actually catch all my film reviews over on the channel Hidden Films. And for a few years now, I've wanted to make a simply dedicated gaming channel specifically for Xbox so I could really start up a pet project of mine that I've wanted to do. And that's taking the entire original Xbox library, going game by game, and giving them a solid personal ranking. The original Xbox is one of my all-time favorite consoles, and is a hidden gem of that console generation, and I'm happy to go through that library because there is a lot of amazing games. And today, the first game I'm covering on this Xbox ranking challenge is Medal of Honor: Rising Sun. Now, this is a multi-platform release, but I have a lot of great memories playing this on the original Xbox, specifically those first two amazing levels with friends in the cooperative play. The first Medal of Honor was released in 1999 for the PlayStation 1. It had Steven Spielberg making the story, and it was a really strong first-person shooter. Medal of Honor was an excellent franchise for Electronic Arts in the early 2000s, and Medal of Honor: Rising Sun was the second game in the series on the Xbox. Released in 2003, in this installment in the Medal of Honor series, we follow Joseph Griffin of the United States Marine Corps. You travel all across the Pacific front of World War II. Most reviewers at the time, and even as a child, I realized how amazing the opening level of this game is. It opens with the attack on Pearl Harbor, and the amount of work that went into this section is amazing. It's incredibly immersive for its time, and the THX sound design is so well done. Match this up with the gorgeous, patriotic-tinged war music by Christopher Lannertz, who continues on through the game and is absolutely amazing. And in this opening level, the power of the music and the sound effects as everything explodes around you as you try to escape the boat that you're on while the Japanese are bombing Pearl Harbor is incredible. Something about it feels so immersive, and I absolutely love that. It can be considered a little bit dated for now, but if you put yourself in the mindset of somebody in 2003, I think this will come off as mind-blowing. Unfortunately, I do think the amazingness of this first level is a bit of a detriment to the rest of the game. The other levels are good to some kind of okay. It never really picks up where the game starts. I will say I really like the flow of the game. The narrative flow is nice. You move from the Pearl Harbor over to the Philippines, and you make your way to Japan. It's really cool getting to see all these sites, and I don't know much about World War II history, nor do I know much about the locales that these places take place in, but it feels natural. It never feels video gamey. When you're actually in the cities that are in Singapore, it feels like you're really there. One of my favorite things about this game is the hidden level design. It has a lot of collectibles, and what these collectibles are history videos. They teach you about the history of World War II. And as a fan of history, I was happy to learn a little more about this era. And in one of these behind-the-scenes gaming videos, it showed how much detail went into these levels. And I noticed it specifically when you're in the Philippines and you go in the gutter system, and it leads to a really cool baseball field, and you get to walk around that. It is really solid level design. I think where it might fail is graphically past Pearl Harbor, it starts to feel a little bit lazy for its time. It is missing a lot of textures, or just feels a little barren. And I wish I would have seen more objects in the world to really bring it all together. And another thing is that FPS controls just feel a little sluggish, a little bit off, but if you turn the sensitivity up all the way, it feels a lot closer to modern first-person shooters. This was kind of par for the course for the time, but I do think it was interesting that 2 years ago Halo came out, and Halo feels really strong on the Xbox controller. Now, that's about all the complaints that I have for this game. And even with these complaints, I still found it fun. I went all the way through, I beat it in about 8 hours. It's a good time. It's kind of a dumb first-person shooter that you can sit back, just kill a few enemies, and make it to the end. Really enjoyed that from this game. Its simplicity helps it a lot. And I think the in-between level stuff is really good. You get to see some of the history. It's like little documentaries. As well as they have these little cutscenes where you read letters from your sister who is back home. And I think that's a cute little touch to build up that world. Now, where I think this game really has its memories and nostalgia tied for me is in the multiplayer. Now, there is a team deathmatch and deathmatch multiplayer. That is a lot of fun. It is only local on the Xbox, unfortunately. The main multiplayer for online was only on the PS2. You can't play it anymore anyway, but it would have been nice back in the day to have that Xbox Live tied into this game. But I played a few rounds with bots, and I think that's awesome. This game features AI bots to play team deathmatch with, so if you feel like just having some fun, just shooting some enemies and not running through the story, that's a really great option. But this game also features a 2-player cooperative campaign, which is amazing. I used to play this all the time at sleepovers. I don't know why, but we would just replay the Pearl Harbor level over and over again in co-op because we just thought it was so cool. So if you ever need a really fun first-person shooter to play with a friend, this is a really great pick, and that's why I easily recommend this game. It doesn't stand up as one of the great Xbox games, or even one of the great third-party titles on the system, but it's fun, and that's all it really needs to be. I'm sure if you played this, you can glean some amazing things like the music and some of those historical documentaries. Now, this game was developed by EA LA, which was formerly known as DreamWorks Interactive. Unfortunately, they went defunct in 2013, and we have not seen an entry in the Medal of Honor series in a very long time. This is a really good memory, and if I would choose one to tell you to pick up and play, I honestly would recommend this one. Now, as far as ranking it, that's kind of hard. This is my first game to put on this review channel, so it is both number 1 for best and number 1 for worst. But as we get along further, we'll see where it places. Well, thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe to the video. Please put in the comments if you have any memories with this game, if you enjoyed the video, or if there's any games you'd love for me to cover next. And I'll catch you all next time on Camp Xbox.